Hi friends, Tracy Bish here, Stampin Up demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to the very last Global Monthly Video Hop for 2024. I'm hoping that you're ready to get into it. Now, if you're new here, this Global Monthly Video Hop group get together every single month with a new theme. We are Stampin' Up demonstrators from around the world, and we love to share creativity and fun with you each month. Now, this month's theme and the last theme for 2024 is Christmas, of course. So I'm super excited to share with you my project. Now, some people will be doing cards, some people will be doing 3D projects. For me, I really enjoy doing 3D projects this time of year. So let me share with you my project that we're going to be creating today. It is this one here. Is this not the cutest little gift bag? This is an origami style treat bag made with 12 by 12 DSP, and I think it's just so adorable. Great little gift that you could give to someone with treats inside, or a really small gift. Jewelry would work really well in this. Actually, it's probably a little big for jewelry, but you could add a few treats there as well. Now, if you are new to the Global Monthly Video Hop, all my links are in the video's description, so go over and check everyone's out once you've finished here. And please make sure that you leave a like, you leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to everyone's videos, please do that as well. We would so appreciate it. All right, let's get started on creating this gorgeous little treat bag. This little treat bag, I'm using the Snowy Scenes 12 by 12 DSP. This is really pretty, has lots of different designs. I've gone with the holly and berries because I thought, that just looks so cute for Christmas, and I wanted to pair it up with the Reindeer Days bundle because there is a great holly and berry set in the die set there. I've also got some cardstock in Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and Garden Green. To start off with, we have a piece of 12 by 12 DSP. We're going to diagonally score and bring your bone folder in and score those lines. And then we're going to go from end to end. So pretty much effectively folding it in half, turning it the opposite way, and folding it in half. Again, this is an origami style bag, so that's the very easy style. Okay, so we've put it into the halfway point again, where the edges on the side, we're going to push them to the center, and once we push them to the center, it ends up with a triangle shape, and inside you have the corners going to the inside. Okay, I'm going to grab my paper trimmer here, and along our long edge, we're going to do a couple of score lines. So the first one's going to be at 4 1/4 inches, and then the second one's going to be 7 3/4. And what you want to do is you want to turn it around the other way and do those same score lines. So you're scoring all those pieces on the same score line. Okay, now we're going to take the that score line and push it over to the side, making sure we line up the top of the DSP. And then once we've done that, we're going to swing it back over itself and line up the edge with the other edge of our score line. So fold down, then we're going to line that score line with the other score line there, or the edge of the cardstock. And that's going to give us these little funky ears, I suppose. So we're going to turn it around the other way. We're going to do the exact same thing. So folding over on that score line, and we're going to fold up on those two edges, and that gives us one ear. Let's do the last one, and it sort of looks like a rocket ship as well, which is pretty cool. Now, this is a 12 by 12 bag. You could make these in 6 by 6, 8 by 8, whatever size you want to do. But here we have our centerpiece. Once we open up those centerpieces, we're actually going to push outwards and flatten the bottom of our bag. So it sort of gives us this this look. And these little ears that we have, what we're going to do is we're going to fold them over the bag. And we'll secure them in just a second, turning the opposite way, folding them in and over. And we have a bag pretty much done. Now, before we secure these little ears over inside our bag, I'm going to take a mini glue dot, and just in between those two layers of the ear, I'm going to place a mini glue dot in. Once we adhere these down inside the bag, They do tend to lift a little bit, so this is not, you know, you don't have to do this step by putting the mini glue dot in between, but I will tell you, if you do, it does look so much better. So please yourself, but I just think it looks a lot neater when everything is adhered down. And I'm going to take my trusty tear and tape and just add a little bit of tear and tape to each of these bunny or ears. Probably looks more like a cat ear than anything else. And we're going to adhere those down on the inside of our little bag here. Now you can use Stamping Seal Plus, tear and tape, liquid glue, whatever you have in your stash that you prefer. You guys know, if you've been following me for a little while, I really do love my tear and tape. It's just a very easy go-to adhesive. Now this is a video hop, so please go and check out what everyone else is creating with the hop, and you'll see there are links in the description of this video for everyone's blog hop. So then what we're doing here is we're just going to fold in the sides a little bit, pushing it out until we get this effect here on the side. So, you know, I do play with it a little bit, but you just don't want to use a bone folder or use your fingers to get in there and push until you get this almost like a Mary Poppins bag. So cute. And it's really easy to do once you have it all in place. Okay, for the top of the bag, I'm going to grab my, is it Stylish Shape Dies? I believe it is. These ones here. I'm going to use that largest circle die to create our little bag opening. And I'm going to actually die cut that from the Pool Party cardstock. Now I'm going to tell you too, I have ended up die cutting 2, and just to giving it a little bit more stability, but it all depends on how you want to close out your bag. So I'll talk about that as we go along. I'm also using Poppy Parade for our little berries and Garden Green for our holly, and we're just going to do some quick die cutting here. I thought this Reindeer Days stamp set bundle is just fantastic. The dies are amazing, and I think that holly and berry are just the perfect size. It's actually quite large, and really pops the project up once we're finished. Okay, so I have my holly and berries ready to go, and this is our circle here. Now you can do it either a couple of different ways. For me, I wanted a little center to be able to hold on to my handle for the bag. So what I'm doing is I'm popping this circle in, and I'm placing the side up against the 1 1¼ inch, and I'm doing a score line. Then I'm moving it over, keeping that score line in place, being straight up and down, and we're going to score at 1 3/4, and that gives me that little 1/2 inch score line at the top to add my handle. So you could just score it straight in half, and if you're using maybe ribbon, you probably wouldn't need that little bit of extra dimension to add your ribbon to. I'm going to add some tear and tape to one of those sides, and then just adhere it to the back of the bag. You want to make sure that you have enough room for that 1/2 inch opening, and you just use your bone folder to pop that down to make sure that it has a great hold on your lid. Okay, so if I was to do this again, I probably wouldn't use these hook and eye, what are they called? These things. Anyway, the name's gone out of my head, but I would probably just adhere it down with maybe either another mini glue dot or using some dimensionals. I think the dimensionals would work really well, but I've placed one, and because I've put it in the center, there's too much room and bulk on the sides, so the one in the center didn't work. So then what I did is I come in and I added one on either side, so the closures are actually on the sides of that opening, which also sort of, because it's a single layer of that Pool Party cardstock, it made it sort of bend a little bit, and I broke down the fibers a little bit. So this is where, you know, I'm going to end up die cutting a second circle there and giving it that little bit of strength by placing that second circle over the top. And you know, that had that enough of strength then for 2 of these Velcro dots. That's what they're called, Velcro dots. But again, like I said, I would probably pop all my goodies inside and then maybe just use some dimensionals, and that would hold it shut. You wouldn't be able to probably be able to open and close, but you know what, it's a Christmas little bag, and yeah, no one's going to hold on to it for very long anyway. So here I'm just adding my second layer of that circle just for added strength. I think if I didn't use Velcro dots, I probably wouldn't need it. So depending on what you're creating, if you're going to create this project, you can use what you have or decide what you want to do as you go. Okay, so once we have this here, I'm going to grab a piece of pool patty cardstock, and this is for my little handle. And for my handle, I'm going to grab, it's 1/2 inch by 6 1/4 inches, and I'm just going to score at 3/4 inch on either side, and that's going to give me my little holds onto the tab up the top. You just saw me also use a mini glue dot to add my berries to my holly. So here's my little handle, 1/2 inch by 6 1/4 inches. We're going to score at 3/4 inch side, and we're just going to add some tear and tape to those little tabs on either side. I thought this little handle actually looked so cute, but like I said, if you don't want to use cardstock, you could use ribbon. That would look awesome as well. But you know, you could fit quite a few little goodies inside here as well. Like it's a decent sized little bag, which I thought was really great. Now this design is not my design at all. I actually came across a video by Julie DiMatteo, who is the Paper Pixie, and she created a little 6x6 bag, and I wanted to create something a little bit bigger, so I took her style and actually made a bigger bag. So hopefully you're liking the bigger bag. The 6x6 was so tiny. I don't know what you'd fit really inside it. So I've just grabbed my silver trim. This comes in silver and gold. It's an online exclusive. You won't find it in the catalogue, but I've just done like a double bow, a faux double bow, and I'm going to grab some linen thread just in white, just to adhere it all together. I wanted to be able to make sure that it doesn't fall apart, and honestly it's just easier to tie a little knot in it and then add it down with some mini glue dots and know that it's not going to go anywhere, it's not going to fall apart, the ribbon's not going to you know, go everywhere, but it also doesn't make quite as much bulk as actually creating a double bow. So there's my tip for you. And we're just going to pop this down with just a couple of glue dots, and that will hold it really, really well. And if we add a little mini glue dot, no, sorry, not a mini glue dot, a dimensional next to that little dot, we will be able to adhere down our holly and berries. Now, one thing I haven't done with my project is I think I might go back in and maybe add a little bit of wink of Stella to my holly and berries, just to give it that little bit of sparkle and shine and really make it festive and pretty. But yeah, this is it. What do you guys think? I hope you've really enjoyed it. If you have, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up, if you'd leave me a comment, and if you haven't hit subscribe, please do that as well. Don't forget to go over and have a look at everyone's projects. The links are in the video description, and make sure you give them a little bit of love and support them as well as you're watching each of the videos. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little Christmas bag. It's made with a 12x12 sheet of paper, and I just think it's a stunning little gift idea. Alright everyone, have a very Merry Christmas. I hope that you enjoy this festive season. We're now in December. Not long to go now, so if you're not completely ready for Christmas, good luck in getting ready, and I hope that you're having a magical, magical Christmas season. Alright everyone, we will be back in 2025 for another Global Monthly Video Hop year, and I hope you'll come back and join us for that. Alright, bye bye.